In the intricate dance of 21st-century geopolitics, the looming specter of conflict between the United States and China over Taiwan takes center stage, sending ripples of global concern. Within this high-stakes narrative, submarines emerge as silent giants, shaping the contours of naval warfare. This article plunges into the depths of strategic significance, illuminating the U.S. Navy's spotlight on its formidable submarine fleet, the stalwart Ohio class, the futuristic Columbia class, and the versatile Virginia class. Brace yourself for a voyage into the unseen, where beneath the waves, U.S. submarines become pivotal players in the unfolding drama of geopolitical chess. The Ohio-class submarines have been integral to U.S. strategic deterrence since their introduction in the 1980s. Originally conceived as ballistic missile submarines, SSBNs, armed with Trident nuclear missiles, these vessels have bolstered the United States' deterrence posture by providing a reliable second strike capability, functioning as a mobile and nearly invulnerable component of the nuclear triad. The Ohio class ensures that even in the aftermath of a catastrophic attack, the U.S. retains the capacity to respond with retaliatory force. Recognizing the aging nature of the Ohio-class submarines, the U.S. Navy has acknowledged the imperative for a contemporary and technologically advanced successor. The Columbia-class submarines are poised to assume this pivotal role, equipped with enhanced capabilities that guarantee the continued efficacy of U.S. nuclear deterrence. The planned transition from Ohio to Columbia-class submarines underscores the United States' unwavering commitment to sustaining a credible and robust strategic deterrent, demonstrating adaptability in the face of evolving geopolitical challenges. As these submarines evolve, they remain a linchpin in maintaining global stability through the assurance of a potent and resilient second strike capability. The Columbia-class submarines herald the dawn of the next era in U.S. strategic deterrence, embodying a paradigm shift in undersea capabilities. Laden with state-of-the-art technologies and design innovations, these submarines are poised to deliver a cutting-edge undersea capability that is crucial for maintaining the credibility of the U.S. nuclear deterrent. Advanced stealth features enhance their ability to operate covertly, while improved endurance and firepower further solidify their role as a formidable force beneath the waves. Beyond their primary function in nuclear deterrence, the Columbia-class submarines exhibit remarkable versatility. Their capacity to execute a spectrum of missions, ranging from intelligence gathering to anti-submarine warfare and special operations support, underscores their significance in the multifaceted landscape of modern naval strategy. In a hypothetical scenario where tensions with China escalate over Taiwan, the Columbia-class's adaptability positions it as a linchpin in the U.S. Navy's overall strategy, offering a nuanced and responsive tool to navigate the complexities of maritime security and potential conflict in the Indo-Pacific region. The Virginia-class submarines stand as exemplars of versatility within the U.S. Navy's undersea fleet, designed to execute a diverse array of missions across different theaters of operation. Engineered to excel in anti-submarine warfare, intelligence gathering, and land attack operations, these submarines furnish the U.S. Navy with a flexible and adaptable undersea platform capable of swiftly responding to evolving scenarios. In the context of a potential conflict over Taiwan, the Virginia-class submarines emerge as invaluable assets due to their multifaceted capabilities. Their prowess in anti-submarine warfare becomes particularly crucial in contested waters, where the ability to detect and counteract adversarial submarines is paramount. Simultaneously, their aptitude for intelligence gathering contributes to situational awareness, aiding in strategic decision-making. Moreover, the Virginia-class submarine's capacity for land attack operations introduces a strategic dimension, enabling precision strikes against key targets. This capability enhances the U.S. Navy's ability to project power and influence, offering a dynamic response to the fluid and unpredictable nature of conflicts in the Indo-Pacific region. In essence, the Virginia-class submarines serve as a vital and adaptable tool, underlining their significance in addressing the complex challenges presented by potential conflicts, such as those surrounding Taiwan. Stealth stands as a defining feature of the Virginia-class submarines, endowing them with the capability to navigate contested waters undetected. This hallmark attribute is especially critical in scenarios where the United States seeks to project power or gather intelligence discreetly, refraining from disclosing its maritime presence. In the potential conflict with China over Taiwan, the Virginia-class submarines emerge as pivotal assets. leveraging their capacity to operate silently beneath the waves to significantly enhance the U.S. Navy's overall strategic position. The ability of Virginia-class submarines to move covertly in contested areas provides the U.S. Navy with a distinct advantage. Operating below the surface, these submarines can discreetly monitor and assess adversary activities, enabling precise intelligence gathering without alerting potential foes. This clandestine capability not only safeguards the element of surprise, but also positions the U.S. to respond effectively to evolving situations, underscoring the submarine's role as force multipliers in the complex geopolitical landscape of the Indo-Pacific region. In a conflict scenario, the Virginia-class submarine's stealth capabilities contribute substantially to maintaining a strategic edge, showcasing the importance of advanced undersea technology in shaping the outcome of maritime engagements. Recognizing the strategic landscape in the Indo-Pacific region, it is imperative to acknowledge China's formidable submarine fleet when assessing the significance of U.S. submarines. China has made substantial investments in naval capabilities, boasting a diverse fleet that includes both nuclear-powered and conventional submarines. The sheer size and technological advancement of China's submarine force underscore the necessity for the U.S. Navy to comprehensively understand the capabilities and limitations of this maritime adversary. China's nuclear-powered submarines, particularly those armed with ballistic missiles, present a credible threat capable of influencing regional dynamics. Moreover, the deployment of conventional submarines adds a layer of complexity to maritime operations, requiring the U.S. Navy to adapt its strategies for anti-submarine warfare and other potential scenarios. The evolving dynamics in the South China Sea and the Taiwan Strait underscore the importance of strategic preparedness. A nuanced understanding of China's submarine capabilities informs U.S. Navy planners, enabling the formulation of effective counter-strategies and the enhancement of regional stability. In navigating the intricate challenges posed by China's submarine fleet, the U.S. Navy can tailor its approach to ensure a balanced and agile response, reinforcing the crucial role of U.S. submarines in maintaining maritime security and deterring potential aggression in the Indo-Pacific. In the hypothetical scenario of a conflict over Taiwan, U.S. submarines emerge as pivotal instruments in deterring Chinese aggression. The strategic ambiguity intentionally shrouding U.S. submarine locations and capabilities becomes a potent tool, injecting uncertainty into the calculations of potential adversaries, and thereby reinforcing the fundamental concept of deterrence. The credible threat posed by U.S. submarines, spanning the Ohio, Columbia, and Virginia classes, serves as a formidable deterrent force. The silent and stealthy nature of these undersea assets allows them to operate covertly, presenting a persistent challenge for China to discern and counter. This ambiguity compels Chinese military planners to consider the ever-present risk of a submerged U.S. submarine response, acting as a powerful dissuasion against rash or aggressive actions. Moreover, the versatility of U.S. submarines, ranging from strategic deterrence capabilities to intelligence gathering and anti-submarine warfare, adds layers of complexity to China's strategic calculus. The mere possibility of U.S. submarines disrupting critical sea lanes, conducting reconnaissance, or launching precision strikes creates a formidable deterrent framework, underscoring the indispensable role of these undersea assets in shaping the strategic dynamics of a potential conflict over Taiwan. Contingency planning stands as a linchpin in military preparedness, and U.S. submarines play a central role in any comprehensive strategy involving Taiwan. Their unique ability to operate covertly beneath the ocean's surface provides military planners with a versatile and powerful tool, offering a range of capabilities that contribute to strategic flexibility. Submarines, whether Ohio, Columbia, or Virginia class, serve as potent intelligence-gathering platforms. Operating stealthily, they can clandestinely collect crucial information on enemy movements, naval activities, and potential threats. This covert reconnaissance enhances the U.S. military's situational awareness, allowing for informed decision-making in dynamic and evolving conflict scenarios. Furthermore, U.S. submarines offer the capability to disrupt enemy supply lines, posing a significant challenge to the logistical resilience of potential adversaries. By interdicting maritime traffic, submarines can impede the flow of resources and reinforcements, exerting pressure on adversaries and enhancing the overall effectiveness of military operations. In the volatile theater of U.S.-China relations, the significance of submarines in a potential conflict over Taiwan emerges as a critical factor. The Ohio, Columbia, and Virginia-class submarines represent not just vessels of war, but silent architects of strategic deterrence. As geopolitical tensions ebb and flow, these undersea giants serve as a testament to the intricate dance of power beneath the waves. In the outro, we reflect on how the silent prowess of U.S. submarines, with its blend of technology and strategic foresight, underscores their indispensable role in shaping the narrative and maintaining stability in a world where the depths hold the keys to geopolitical destiny.
The South China Sea, a strategically vital and resource-rich region, has been a hotbed of escalating tensions between China and the United States. Central to these tensions is China's assertion of sovereignty over the vast maritime expanse, marked by the contentious Nine-Dash Line. This assertion has not only pitted China against its immediate neighbors such as Vietnam, Taiwan, Philippines, Malaysia, and Brunei, but has also drawn the United States into the fray, causing concerns about regional stability. This article delves into the dangerous encounter between a U.S. Navy warship and the Chinese Navy in the South China Sea, highlighting the broader implications of these tensions and emphasizing the importance of cautious diplomatic solutions. China's assertion of sovereignty in regional conflict. The Nine-Dash Line, a cartographic demarcation introduced by China to assert its territorial claims over the South China Sea, has ignited conflicts with neighboring countries. This line, which encompasses about 90% of the sea's area, directly challenges the maritime boundaries established by international law, particularly the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS. Countries like Vietnam, the Philippines, and Taiwan have countered China's claims with their own historical and legal justifications, leading to maritime disputes that often escalate into confrontations. China's assertive actions have led to numerous incidents with its neighbors. Vietnamese fishing boats have been harassed, Philippine naval outposts have been occupied, and China has undertaken extensive land reclamation projects to create artificial islands capable of hosting military facilities. Additionally, China's unilateral establishment of an Air Defense Identification Zone, ADIZ, has further exacerbated regional tensions. As China's power and influence grow, its neighbors are left grappling with the challenging task of safeguarding their sovereignty while maintaining diplomatic relations with a powerful neighbor. U.S. involvement, heightened tensions, and strategic posturing. The involvement of the United States in the South China Sea has significantly elevated tensions in the region. The U.S., viewing the region as crucial for maintaining open sea lanes and regional stability, has consistently challenged China's territorial claims by conducting freedom of navigation operations, FONOPs, near disputed islands and reefs. These operations are intended to uphold the principles of UNCLOS and ensure unimpeded access to international waters. The presence of U.S. military assets, such as the recent visit of the USS Ronald Reagan aircraft carrier to Vietnam, underscores Washington's commitment to its regional allies and partners. However, these actions are often interpreted by Beijing as provocations aimed at curbing China's rise. Consequently, the strategic competition between China and the U.S. has intensified, with the South China Sea becoming a symbolic battleground for their broader geopolitical rivalry. Militarization of islands and China's aspirations. One of the most concerning aspects of the South China Sea conflict is the militarization of the disputed islands and reefs. China's transformation of these features into military bases equipped with airstrips, missile systems, and radar installations poses a direct threat to regional security. The potential for miscalculation or accidental escalation is significant, considering the close proximity of these military installations. China's aspirations for regional dominance further complicate the situation. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, aimed at enhancing China's connectivity and influence, is closely tied to its maritime expansion goals. Cautious diplomatic solutions, a way forward. The complexity and uncertainty surrounding the South China Sea issue highlight the urgency of diplomatic efforts to mitigate tensions. Multilateral mechanisms such as the ASEAN-led Code of Conduct (COC) negotiations have provided a platform for dialogue, albeit with slow progress. The COC seeks to establish a set of rules and norms to manage disputes and prevent incidents, emphasizing the need for peaceful resolutions. The dangerous encounters, territorial disputes, and militarization efforts have created a precarious situation that requires cautious diplomacy to navigate. As both nations vie for influence and control, the international community must emphasize the importance of peaceful resolutions, adherence to international law, and collaboration to ensure that the South China Sea remains a place of cooperation rather than confrontation. The future of the region hangs in the balance, and finding a way forward demands thoughtful and strategic engagement by all stakeholders involved.
This morning, tensions escalating across the Middle East and the United States increasingly involved, responding after U.S. bases have come under attack from Iranian-backed forces.
In recent days, the Middle East has become a hotspot of tension as the United States responds to attacks on its bases by groups with ties to Iran. This comes at a time when the region is already grappling with the Israel-Hamas conflict, making the situation even more complex. The U.S. reaction involves airstrikes on Iranian-backed forces, signaling a strong stance against aggression. Meanwhile, the Israel-Hamas conflict, rooted in historical disputes, continues to fuel violence, adding to the challenges in the region. The implications of these events extend beyond individual incidents. With the U.S. actively involved and the Israel-Hamas conflict ongoing, the risk of a broader regional instability looms large. The intricate web of relationships and historical tensions in the Middle East makes finding a solution complex. As the world watches, the hope is for diplomatic efforts to prevail and prevent further escalation in this already volatile part of the globe. Background: since October 17th, there's been a worrisome rise in attacks on U.S. troop bases, with the Pentagon reporting a total of 41 incidents. These attacks are believed to be orchestrated by groups with ties to Iran, raising concerns about a bigger conflict in the region. This situation is made more complicated by the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict, where deep-rooted tensions continue to spark violence. The attacks on American bases are troubling because they put the safety of U.S. military personnel at risk. The suspicion that Iranian-backed groups are behind these incidents adds another layer of complexity to an already tense situation. The Israel-Hamas conflict, with its long-standing history of disagreements, further adds to the challenges in the region. The fear now is that these events could contribute to a broader and more complicated conflict in the Middle East. The international community closely watches as diplomatic efforts are crucial to ease tensions and prevent the situation from escalating further. U.S. response. Responding decisively to the attacks on its bases, the United States has taken a proactive approach. They conducted a second airstrike, this time targeting an Iranian weapons storage facility in Syria. This action sends a strong message that the U.S. is determined not to tolerate any aggression against its forces. The Pentagon, which oversees the military, emphasizes its efforts to stop the conflict from spreading, highlighting the crucial need for stability in the region. While specific details about casualties resulting from the Syria airstrike are still unclear, the U.S. is openly expressing its commitment to safeguarding its people and interests in the Middle East. The use of military force is aimed at discouraging further attacks and preserving a strategic balance in the region. The situation remains fluid, but the U.S. is actively working to assert its security and protect the interests of its personnel amid the escalating tensions. Israel-Hamas conflict. In conjunction with the unfolding events, the Israel-Hamas conflict adds a layer of complexity to the already dynamic situation in the Middle East. This conflict has deep roots in historical and territorial disputes, contributing to recurring cycles of violence that strain diplomatic efforts for a lasting resolution. Main issue. The heart of the issue lies in long-standing disagreements over land and historical events, which have fueled tension between Israel and Hamas, the militant group governing the Gaza Strip. These disputes often result in sporadic outbreaks of violence, making it challenging to establish a sustained and peaceful solution. The involvement of the United States in the region further complicates matters due to its strong alliance with Israel. The U.S. has historically been a key supporter of Israel, both politically and militarily. This alliance, while reflecting shared interests, raises concerns about potential ramifications on diplomatic relations, especially in the context of the broader regional tensions. The U.S.'s role in the Israel-Hamas conflict is delicate, balancing its commitment to its ally with the need for a comprehensive and just resolution in the region. The ongoing violence adds pressure on diplomatic channels, making it imperative for the international community to navigate these complexities carefully. Finding resolution. Efforts to find a lasting resolution to the Israel-Hamas conflict are critical for promoting stability in the Middle East. It requires not only addressing immediate concerns, but also tackling the underlying historical and territorial issues. As the situation evolves, international actors must engage in diplomatic initiatives that foster dialogue, understanding, and a commitment to lasting peace in the region. Yemen and the downed drone. In a significant incident off the coast of Yemen, tensions escalated when Iran-backed Houthi forces shot down a U.S. Reaper surveillance drone. This event adds a new layer to the already complex situation, expanding the scope of tensions and marking Yemen as another potential hotspot in the region. The downing of the drone not only represents a direct clash between U.S. and Iran-backed forces, but also raises questions about the extent of Iranian influence in the Middle East. Yemen, already facing internal conflicts, becomes a focal point as the involvement of Houthi forces with Iranian ties adds a geopolitical dimension to the crisis. The incident underscores the challenges the U.S. encounters in preserving its strategic interests in the region. The U.S. employs surveillance drones to gather critical information, and the loss of such a vehicle in this context is a serious development. It prompts a reassessment of the dynamic in the Middle East, particularly in Yemen, where regional powers vie for influence. The incident adds urgency to understanding the broader implications of Iranian-backed activities in different areas. Strategic interests. Maintaining strategic interests in the Middle East is a delicate balancing act for the United States. The region's geopolitical landscape is intricate, with ongoing conflicts and historical animosities. The downing of the drone highlights the complexities faced by the U.S. in navigating these challenges while safeguarding its interests. As international observers closely monitor these developments, there is a recognition that this incident could further complicate diplomatic efforts and escalate tensions. It emphasizes the importance of diplomatic solutions to prevent a wider conflict and underscores the need for careful consideration of the multiple factors at play in the Middle East's intricate geopolitical puzzle. Concerns and implications. As the situation in the Middle East unfolds, there's a growing worry that groups supported by Iran might intensify the conflict, pulling in multiple nations and creating a complicated web of geopolitical tensions. The region's intricate network of alliances and historical disputes makes it really tough to predict how events will unfold in the coming days and weeks. The concern is that the involvement of the Iranian-backed groups could extend the conflict beyond its current boundaries, involving neighboring countries, and making the situation even more challenging. The Middle East has a long history of intricate relationships and deep-rooted animosities, making it a complex puzzle to solve. The potential for a larger regional conflagration or widespread conflict is a significant threat not only to the countries directly involved, but also to global peace and stability. Potential for an increase of conflict. This potential for a broader conflict raises alarms globally. The world is interconnected, and instability in one part of the globe can have far-reaching consequences. The international community is closely watching, recognizing the need for swift and diplomatic interventions to prevent the situation from escalating further. Efforts to predict the trajectory of events face obstacles due to the multifaceted nature of the Middle East's geopolitical landscape. The hope is that diplomatic solutions can be found to address the root causes of tensions and prevent a wider conflict. The potential for a regional conflagration serves as a stark reminder of the importance of fostering cooperation, dialogue, and peaceful resolutions in a region where historical complexities often add layers of difficulty to resolving conflicts. The international community must remain vigilant and actively engage in diplomatic initiatives to safeguard both regional and global peace. The escalating tensions in the Middle East demand careful consideration and diplomatic finesse. The U.S. response to attacks on its bases, coupled with the Israel-Hamas conflict and the downing of a surveillance drone off the coast of Yemen, paints a complex picture of a region on the brink. The international community must navigate these challenges with a commitment to preventing further escalation and fostering stability in a region critical to global peace. As events continue to unfold, the world watches with bated breath, hoping for diplomatic solutions to prevail over the specter of widespread conflict.